Good day, fight fans, and welcome back to Pressure Point.
Okay.
I think he could fight, you know, but I think he made a decision,
A business decision.
a business decision.
That's the fight game, man. These things happen. People on the internet who don't fight, or even if they do and they just don't at a high level, somebody's always gonna have something to say, and it never matters. The only ones that matter are the ones who put the time in, put the work, the effort, make the weights or do the hard parts and get in the ring and perform.
In today's video, the highly anticipated rematch between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane might never see the light of day, and fans are losing their minds over it. The MMA world is split right down the middle, with one side claiming Tom straight up quit, while the other fiercely defends the champ's name like he's untouchable. The debates are getting wild online, and the tension just keeps climbing. But here's where it gets even spicier. Jon Jones has jumped right into the chaos. And of course, he's not siding with the champ. Nope, Bones is clearly vibing with the trolls, throwing shade at Aspinall's victory and stirring up the fire all over social media. Fans are saying this might be Jones' way of hyping up his long-awaited return, or maybe he just can't resist the drama. Either way, it's pure entertainment. Meanwhile, Alex Pereira fired back after Joaquin Buckley's 2022 ducking accusation resurfaced online. Pereira didn't hold back, shutting down the talk and proving once again why he's one of the most fearless names in the game. And over in another weight class, Vettori is on an absolute tear. Fans are calling him unstoppable. But that leaves the burning question: who's brave enough to step up next? And just when you thought the MMA world couldn't get any crazier, Davison Figueredo was reportedly involved in a serious car crash on Thursday in Belém, Brazil. Fans are praying for his recovery, and updates are still rolling in. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button. It's free, and it keeps you in the loop. So, after the wild showdown between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane was officially ruled a no contest, chaos broke out across the MMA world. Everyone was saying the same thing: there has to be a rematch. Fans were furious, confused, and desperate for answers. The fight ended in such a bizarre way that no one really knew what had just happened. It felt unfinished, like someone hit pause right before the real action started. Almost instantly, the MMA community began flooding the internet, demanding that the UFC make Part 2 happen as soon as possible. But here's the twist. Tom's health quickly became a major question mark, throwing everything into uncertainty. Right after the fight, he was seen limping and then rushed to the hospital, which only made things more suspicious. What exactly happened inside that cage? Within minutes, reports started flying online about his emergency hospital trip, and fans began spinning wild theories. Then, just hours later, Tom surprised everyone by dropping a vlog straight from the hospital bed, smiling and saying everything was fine. But instead of getting love and sympathy, the internet turned on him fast. The comments section blew up with hate. People were accusing him of putting on a show. Some fans said, he looks way too chill to be seriously hurt. Others went even harder, claiming he might be faking the injury just to dodge a possible loss. Now, nobody knows what to believe. Is Tom really hurt? Or is there more to the story than he's letting on? The silence from the UFC isn't helping either. And every day that passes without a clear update just adds more fuel to the fire of suspicion.
Do you really feel that Aspinall decided not to keep fighting on purpose because he thought that this fight wasn't going to go his way?
Over there.
I know. I'm going to. I'm going to get, first and foremost, it was a foul, and Ciryl Gane's the one to blame for it. But from the optics and the way that it looked, his eye was closed when he got poked in it. He was saying he couldn't see, and he wasn't even trying to open his eye to see if he could see. Like, obviously, I have no idea. I'm not there, but you see the pictures afterwards, his eye looks fine. I've seen a whole finger go in someone's eye, and they keep fighting, right? So, I don't know. But I feel like he might have taken the easier way out. It's a no contest. You got to come back. He gets paid $3 million.
Wait, he still gets paid as if they fought the full fight?
They fought.
They still make their show money and stuff. Yeah.
It's wild how fast the internet can flip on someone. Just a few days ago, Tom Aspinall was praised as one of the most respected and dangerous heavyweights on the planet. The man everyone believed could dominate the division for years. But now, people are calling him an actor, one strange ending, one hospital vlog, and suddenly the whole world's questioning his toughness and integrity.
Tom Aspinall, you're starting to feel what I felt. I've been there, bro. You get poked in the eye, wasn't on you. The world, the fans, they're blaming you. And word of advice, bro, stop caring. Stop caring what these people are saying. Stop trying to prove yourself. Because even with the proof that you're showing of going to the doctor, showing them you getting your eye checked. I mean, a lot of doctors are saying, oh, it was nothing, it was this, you'll be fine. Go back to the States. You'll be okay. So it's really not helping the case. In the end, do I think you did it purposely? Do I think, as people are saying, you look for a way out? No. I mean, when you have a finger in your eye and you can't see and you can't open it, after the Leon fight, I couldn't open it probably for like 30 minutes. It was one of the hardest things. Tom, you just got to stop caring. Just embrace the booze. It's gonna happen now, bro. Welcome. I opened up the door for you, bro. Come chill with me. We'll sit over here. We'll take these booze, but we're gonna win.
It's insane how quickly the hype can turn into hate. Even Michael Bisping jumped into the conversation, suggesting that the UFC should run it back at UFC 323 later this year. He said putting Aspinall versus Gane 2 on that same card would make it massive, especially stacked next to fights like Pantoja versus Royval and Dvalishvili versus Yan. That kind of lineup would be pure fireworks. But according to Tom's own team, that rematch isn't happening anytime soon. His coaches and family have made it clear. Tom's not ready to come back, and the reason why is terrifying. His father, Andy Aspinall, recently revealed some shocking details about his son's condition, and it left fans speechless. Andy didn't drop any fancy medical terms or give a recovery timeline. But what he did say was enough to make everyone's stomach drop. According to him, Tom still can't see out of his right eye, and the left one is only working at about 50%. That's not just a delay. That's a potential career ender. If that's true, we're talking about an injury that could completely change the course of his life, not just his fighting career. Tom later admitted that this eye injury is far worse than the ACL tear he suffered against Curtis Blades a few years back. He said, "The knee injury was painful, but at least I knew I'd recover. This time, with the eye, I honestly don't know what's going to happen." That confession hit fans hard. You could feel the uncertainty and fear behind his words. But not everyone's showing sympathy. Former opponent Sergey Pavlovich didn't hold back, criticizing the champ and claiming Tom broke down mentally. That's a harsh take, especially given what he's going through. But it shows how ruthless the fight game can be. In this sport, the line between champion and target is razor thin. One injury, one doubt, and the wolves come running. I don't know how bad it really was, but judging by the medical reports, it didn't seem like he had any serious injury. So maybe Tom just broke down mentally, said Sergey Pavlovich, throwing shade like only a rival can. He went on to say that sometimes fighters hit a wall, they realize things aren't clicking anymore, and that moment can crush even the toughest, Pavlovich added. It happens, whether you like it or not. But usually, a real fighter wants to get back in there right away. That last line hit like a jab straight to the pride. And Pavlovich isn't the only one questioning Tom's grit. Renato Moicano seems to share that same cold-blooded opinion. During an interview with House of Fight, the Brazilian lightweight said he truly believes Tom could have kept going, even with the eye injury. That comment stirred up massive controversy online, with fans divided between calling Moicano heartless and others agreeing that maybe Tom waved the flag too soon. The criticism just won't stop, and it's putting a ton of pressure on the champ's reputation. Now, the entire heavyweight division is basically holding its breath. The long-awaited rematch between Aspinall and Gane, the one everyone's been begging for, might not even happen at all. And if it does happen, the stakes will be sky high. Tom won't just need to show up and win. He'll have to dominate like never before. He'll have to crush Gane, silence the haters, and prove beyond doubt that he's still the true king of the heavyweight division. The spotlight is hotter than ever, and every fighter, fan, and critic is watching to see if Tom Aspinall can rise again, or crumble under the pressure. Right now, Tom Aspinall is standing at a crossroads. He needs to erase every single doubt, every piece of criticism, and all those nasty accusations about faking injuries. But from everything we've seen so far, that's not going to be easy, not even close. The fans are demanding answers. The UFC is pushing for a rematch, and Tom's health could be the one thing that decides it all. If the rumors circling online are true, his biggest battle might not happen inside the octagon. It might be the fight to save his career itself. While Tom's struggling with the toughest challenge of his life, Jon Jones seems to be sitting back and loving every second of the chaos. The former champion just can't resist stirring the pot. In a moment that had fans both laughing and furious, Jones showed up to the dirty boxing ceremonial way, riding a horse.
Jon Jones on a horse, a goat on a horse.
Oh, we got a horse, but can't feel leading high. We got a goat of all time. Johnny Bones, go!
with an eye patch on it. It was an obvious jab at Aspinall's injury, and the internet exploded instantly. Some people called it iconic trolling, others said it was straight up disrespectful, but either way, it got everyone talking. And just when it couldn't get any wilder, Quinton Rampage Jackson jumped in with his own hot take. On his podcast Rampage, he said he already knows exactly how Jon Jones would fight Alex Pereira if they ever faced off.
I don't think there's nobody out there right now that can really beat Jon Jones, but that being said, Jon Jones, he's very intelligent with his decision-making of who he fights his opponents. I don't think he was worried about Tom Aspinall like everybody thought he was, but he knows what type of fight he'll take to Alex Pereira. Come on, let's not be stupid. Mm-hmm. We know what type of fight he'll take to Alex Pereira. He's not finna sit there. What? He's not finna sit there and stand and bang with him.
No,
I don't see it. I don't see it. If he does, I'll drop $1,000 right here on you.
The way he broke it down had fans going crazy, imagining that potential showdown between Tom's uncertain future and Jon's nonstop mind games. The heavyweight scene feels like it's one spark away from total chaos, and everyone's watching to see who cracks first. Honestly, if Sean Strickland can wrestle with Alex Pereira and take him down multiple times, just imagine what Jon Jones could do to him.
Vai com o dobro, vai com o dobro. Vai pras costas também, entendeu? Ó, na hora que ele tentar...
Poison? No, bro. Yesterday, 10:30. Hey, bro.
Again.
Se for pro 5, você vai saber que ele vai ficar lá. Pegou, vai aí.
One fan wrote online, and it instantly set social media on fire. The idea of Jones versus Pereira has fans drooling, because it's not just a fight. Pereira has been teasing a move to heavyweight, and if that clash actually happens, it could be one of the biggest MMA events ever. Jones hasn't fought since 2024, but rumors say that if this dream match gets booked for the White House card in 2026, it would shatter every record in UFC history. The thought of those two monsters standing across from each other has everyone buzzing. Pure violence, skill, and legacy on the line. But Alex isn't just focused on Jones. He's been clapping back at old rivals too. Joaquin Buckley recently brought up an old claim, saying Pereira ducked him back in 2022 and turned down a fight. Buckley said he was ready to step in on short notice, but Alex wasn't having it. He fired back with receipts, posting an old screenshot of their DMs, proving that Buckley was actually the one who backed off first. Pereira captioned it, "Of the 15 that ran, you were the first." That post went viral instantly. Classic Pereira energy. Meanwhile, over in featherweight territory, Ilia Topuria and Alessandro Toria just dropped a new photo together, both looking sharp and confident. But fans are still left guessing who Ilia's next opponent will be. Many believe Justin Gaethje is next in line, but Jorge Masvidal isn't buying it. In a recent chat with Henry Cejudo, Masvidal threw some shade, hinting that he doesn't think Gaethje's the right matchup. He said there's something bigger brewing behind the scenes, and it's got fans guessing like crazy. And speaking of Gaethje, he finally opened up about why he doesn't rely on his wrestling much in fights. His explanation might surprise people, and it's giving everyone a whole new perspective on the highlight.
As for Justin Gaethje, he recently explained the real reason why he doesn't use his wrestling much in his fights.
What's the most warranted criticism about your fighting abilities you've heard, and what is the most unwarranted?
They're probably the same thing. The fact that I come from wrestling and don't use it as much as you would think. Probably a good criticism because I could have tried to implement it more early on in my career, coming from a wrestler and never being a striker in any way. I really fell in love with that part of it, and I was always the best in wrestling at stopping people from taking me down. Another point, these are 7-minute college wrestling matches. Now we're talking 25-minute fights, and I could never even walk off the mat after 7 minutes. So I'm not gonna get tired in 7 minutes and then get my ass beat because I tried to wrestle. I'll never lose like that.
Is wild, no fair fighting style. Either way, Ilia Topuria looks locked in and ready for whoever the UFC throws at him next. The man's confidence is through the roof, and fans can feel it. But most people are already dreaming about one specific matchup, Topuria versus Ciryl Gane. That's the kind of fight that would light up the division and have fans on the edge of their seats. Arman, of course, is already booked to throw down with Dan Hooker soon, and Hooker's not holding back his excitement. In a recent interview, Dan Hooker called it the perfect challenge and the perfect opportunity to make Arman look bad. He joked that fans treat Ciryl Gane like some unstoppable monster. So every good moment he has in that fight will make Arman look worse. It's pure fight psychology. A little mind game before the real war begins. You can already feel the tension building between these two.
That's why it excites me, because they feel like he's a lot better than I am. That's why this fight excites me so much. So then it's like anything good that I do, he's gonna start to look like more of an idiot. He was supposed to be like this super freak athlete, title contender, the guy to beat Ilya. They're hiding the champion from him. This is like his story. And now he's losing to Dan Hooker, the bloke from New Zealand who's lost a third of his fights.
Meanwhile, Jorge Masvidal has his own strong opinions about the next wave of contenders. He said that Umar Nurmagomedov still needs more 5-round experience before stepping back into a fight with Merab Dvalishvili. Masvidal warned that rushing Umar into another title shot could totally backfire if he's not 100% ready. He pointed out that if Umar loses twice in a row, it might be a long time before the UFC gives him another chance at gold again. It's classic Masvidal, blunt, sharp, and brutally honest. The man's seen the game from every angle, and when he talks, people listen.
In a recent talk with Henry Cejudo, Jorge Masvidal said,
I just don't see how Gaethje though, when Max ended him.
Yeah. And,
and Max also beat Dustin, so I know it doesn't make sense because Ilya just beat him at 45, but the number one contender, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, is Max Holloway at 155, right? Didn't he beat Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje? Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy to me. And he has the biggest name ID as well, so I would think Max should be in the mix.
I think
Arman, but I know they have that whole beef with well, I don't know if it's the UFC or what, because the UFC said they wanted him to fight one more time before the belt, correct? Wasn't that right after he missed weight? So he hasn't had a fight yet since, has he? I don't think so.
You're talking about, yeah, he hasn't. He's fighting Dan Hooker, I think, next month.
Okay, so then after that, it's like, all right, we got to give our boy the title shot, you know?
And that's not all. Deiveson Figueredo just survived a terrifying car crash in Belém, Brazil, that completely wrecked his Land Rover. The accident happened on Thursday, and early reports say it could have easily turned deadly. According to witnesses, another vehicle allegedly sideswiped Figueredo's car at high speed, sending it spinning out of control before flipping multiple times. Moments later, Figueredo himself shared a video on social media, still visibly shaken, but trying to stay calm. In the clip, he explained that he had been driving down a quiet street when out of nowhere, a woman, apparently trying to flee the scene, shot out of a side street and slammed into his vehicle. The impact was so brutal that his Land Rover rolled over several times before finally coming to a stop, completely crushed. Fans watching the video couldn't believe how lucky he was to walk away. Figueredo said he was alone in the car at the time, and that the only reason he's still alive is because of the bulletproof protection built into his vehicle. In his own words, he said, "Thank God, nothing happened to me." The footage shows him standing beside the destroyed SUV, with glass and metal scattered everywhere, a haunting reminder of how close this could have been to tragedy. Right now, fans around the world are flooding his comments with messages of relief and support. One thing's for sure, Deiveson Figueredo just cheated death, and the MMA community is breathing a huge sigh of relief. And that is all from Pressure Point today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment, letting us know which story stood out to you most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.